Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com, and I am so excited you are here with me today. If you are coming for the live, today is Friday, April 28th, and I have no clue where April went to. It's super crazy. Oops, sorry. It's super crazy how fast this is gone. Time is just flying by, and I'm telling you, I'm like struggling to try to figure out where is it gone. Anyways, I decided that maybe some of you wanted to spend the Friday evening with me, and we can work on some paper pumpkin kit alternatives. I Yay! Finally got my paper pumpkin kit for April, and I was so excited. So every time I saw it, like people working on it or whatever, right? I was like, I want it, but I don't have it, right? So I'm just glad it's here, and maybe we can again work on some alternatives. If you are new to the channel, hi. I am glad you're stopping by. I sure hope that you like what you're going to see and you like these video, and you also subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of paper pumpkin kit alternatives, mostly once a week, and I also have a regular live where we just work on some of other cards that just to make it all fun for you guys. So Paper Pumpkin Kit is a monthly subscription by Stampin'Up where you will get everything you need in that little box. And when I say everything, I really mean everything. Like there's nothing extra you will need to make the projects they have designed for you for each month. Now, we are going to work on alternatives. And that means that I will be using only what's in the kit, but I will bring some white paper, mostly white cardstock, and some black cardstock. Yeah, it's the only two things I allow myself to bring, except my tools. So my bone folder, my take your pick, my own blocks. I'll show you here in a minute. So your first paper pumpkin kit brings an acrylic block, but I have a variety of other blocks from Stampin' Up, which I will use instead of that block. I will bring my own ink pad just because it's just already open, right? Each kit brings its own little ink spot, and I'll show you here in a second what it looks like. And so you are able to you're able to increase your color collection, but at the same time you again don't need anything else but what's in the kit. I do have my other ones already open, so I save those little ink spots for other activities. Let's go to the stamping. Actually, let me show you this. This is my rewards for the month of April. So you have only 2 more days before this is gone. You're getting this for free with your $50 purchase before shipping and taxes. So don't hesitate. Just go to my website and you are going to love it, because there you go. Just go ahead and hit with your phone that QR code, and it will take you directly to my website, to the rewards section, so you can read about what the rewards look like. It's very generous, and I would sure love to have you as my client. I have been having some knowledge issues with this. So you guys, hey Donna, how are you? I am so glad you're joining me. I was just telling people that I created all these things, layers in my in my little software, and guess what? I am not very proficient at them. So you guys have been excusing me, and that's be very nice of you. Okay, let's see. This other thing is our next paper pumpkin kit. That's the one for the month of May, and you have until the 10th to get it. It will include our ink colors, our new ink colors, and I can't wait to see it because I love that. Just that box itself, I just love it. I can't imagine what's in it, but I am super excited about it. Okay, let's go to the stamping table. Woohoo! Look at me. I look very professional here. Okay, let's see. Here's our little paper pumpkin kit. This is the box I was telling you all about. If you're new to paper pumpkin, it has everything. I have already kind of taken some things apart, but not all of it. This is free this month, and it's for your little ink spots. And I am so glad they did this. So you're able to align these here within the box. And oh, come on, girl! I was like so depressed because I had all that issue that my debit card had, uh, it was expired and I didn't update it, and it was like a whole thing. And I was like, I want it because it's so beautiful. Well, I don't know. Well, not yes, I saw it. I already saw it. So this is for you guys to kind of store your ink spots. This is, and let me bring my ching 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 like this. That's a little bit easier to see. This is the stamp set, and it has some beautiful sentiments. With Deepest Symphony, it has sympathy. It has enjoyed your day. I'm grateful for all the little things you do. Celebrate today. It's just a beautiful. I really like these. I want to call them. They're like stuffers. That's like stamp stuffers, right? Like you put this and then you put something on top of it, and you can just really create something very beautiful. So I really love this kind of stuff. They are, this is like just dots. Anyways, that's what we got. Let's see. Our color this month is garden. Yeah, shaded spruce, not garden green, just kidding. And like I told you guys earlier, here is my shaded spruce. So we are going to use that instead of my little ink spot. This is the, I just always like to show people. This is the actual acrylic block that comes with the kit. I always end up using ours, as you can tell, much bigger and useful. These are great too, but I like these are more convenient. And anyways, I have like several sizes of it, so that makes it easier. Like I was showing you earlier, that's our upcoming Made a Paper Pumpkin kit. Let's check all the goodies. I don't want to go through it super slowly because I know all of you have probably seen everything that's in here because it's so late in the season. But these are, I do want to point out, these are the gorgeous cards you will be able to make with the kit. And in the back, it always brings, every piece that it has around, so you can tell. And also all the color coordination, the colors that it coordinates with. Let me show you this. Are the instructions, and they are super easy to follow. So I think that it's, again, worth it. That's my dog that's kind of getting upset because she's stuck with me here. These are our card bases. Some of them are just white. Some of them have this beautiful kind of ombre in petal pink. And that's the other dog in our household. And then this is the stuff. Oh my God, I love these flowers. We have three sheets of these. Look at these. Beautiful. I love the color combination. I think it's Swiss Sorbet and Coral, Calypso Coral, Fleur Flamingo. I'm making this up as I go. Isn't that super awesome? I have a thing here telling me what it has. So it's Calypso Coral, Poppy Parade, not Swiss Sorbet, and Petal Pink. But I absolutely love that color combination. And these, oh my God, they are so cute. So we get 3 of this. And then we get these beautiful card bases too. They are already folded because they are on the longer side, so they wouldn't fit open. And it's kind of the ombre on that shaded spruce. I love these. If you like foliage, you're going to love this. And I absolutely love this. We're probably going to use some of these today. And as you can tell, all this paper, all our pieces have that specialty paper, and I love it. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to go too much into it. These are the beautiful envelopes. We do have both. We have some twine here and some gorgeous iridescent gems. So let's get started. What are we going to do today? So we are going to do a bendy card that I've never done. So in general, what happens with me is I see cards and I'm like, I love that card. I need to learn how to make it. And that's how my brain works. So I have kind of like a database of everything that I see that I like. And usually it's different folds. I don't know why. I like pushing myself to learn these new folds. So we are actually going to start with white. I'm going to bring this white cardstock and we are going to cut it. And I don't know if you've done bendy cards. They are really simple to make. I'm going to cut these in half. So we need a piece that is 5.5 by 4.25. So just a regular piece. And that's it. This is a piece of, this is a card that won't bend. Like you won't fold it to send it. It just stays flat. And we are going to score this. So in the 5.5 side, we're going to score it at 5 3/4, which is the half of that. And so we have, I'm just folding it a little bit. This is our card. And again, if you've done a bendy card, they're pretty simple. I am going to bring, now we're going to cut together everything. I am going to bring a piece of, let me see, of white cardstock, and we're going to do 2 pieces. The other 2 pieces that are needed, we're going to do them in black. And one is, and I have my little cheat sheet there, of course, it's 2 inches, and I'm going to cut that all the way. So one is 2 inches by 4.5. If I'm not, 4.5. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here at 4.5. And we are going to score this piece. And I know it's black and it's hard to see, but we're going to score this piece at the 1/2 inch measurement. So I'm actually going to use my right side of the trimmer because it's a little easier. So we're going to score there at 1/2 inch. And I'm going to turn it over so now it's easier to hold here. We're going to score at 2. We're going to score at 2.5. Let me see. There's 2.5. And we are going to score then at 4. And so you guys know I like my Pinterest research. And so most of the cards that I saw kind of ends up this being just like this, not having a flat area. But I figure if you put a flat area, it's much easier to kind of glue and adhere flowers and whatever. And since that's what we're going to be doing with this card, I figured this was a good idea. And the next piece we need is going to be 1.25. Let me cut it in here. So 1.25. Whoops. There. Looks like this is my first day aligning things. And by 6.5. And so I am going to open our trimmer a minute, and here is our 6.5. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. Okay, so I'm going to move all my black cardstock somewhere, and we are going to move forward. Now, we are going to score this one, and again, I have all my cheat sheet here, at the same 1/2 inch point. And at the 6 inch point. So what we're doing is just creating some flaps, which is how we're going to adhere this. I knew that was going to happen. So we'll need another one of these. I'm just glad I didn't put my black paper very far away. So we said 1.25. and we're gonna cut at the 6.5 inch, throwing that away, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, and I'm using my right hand, the right hand of the trimmer. And actually what I'm going to do is do the same thing. I'm going to turn it around, not turn it around, yeah, turn it around, and the score. So we have a couple of flaps. That is how we're going to adhere this to our cardstock, and that is like all the measurements we are going to need. I am going to create a couple of layers for these two. I saw different options. I saw several that kind of just created a full layer. So this would be like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. But I have the feeling that it's much better to create 2 layers for the flexibility of it. And remember, again, I have never done this, so we are learning together. So we know this is 4 1/4, so we're going to need two. Let's see if I do this. Yeah, I'm going to align this at 4 1/8, and I'm going to cut that. And then we know this is, I said this is 2 3/4. And I know that I always show people this. Don't be shy. I have my trimmer all organized here. And of course my my blade kind of ran away. Isn't that so funny? But I have another blade here, so that's the good news. This is not very sharp, that blade, but that will work. And now we're going to, so we know this is 2 3/4. So we are going to cut this at 2 5/8. And then we'll have our first layer, right? And I'm cutting really hard because my this blade is one of those blades I keep just to cut other stuff that I don't need, like acetate or other stuff like that. And here we go. Okay, so technically speaking, this should fit here perfectly, and ta-da-ta-da, it does. Good. And now we are going to bring, and this is where I'm trying to see where that little piece went, because I don't want the dogs to get cut, but I don't see it like in the immediate area, so hopefully they don't get cut. I'm going to focus on the green. And you guys, I know I said this the other time. I actually could have just used this other side. How dumb of me. Oh well, it's fine. The other day I said that I tend to use like all the pieces in a paper pumpkin kit for like one project, right? And most of the other demonstrators try to create like as many cards from one kit. I guess we have a difference there. That's so funny to me anyways. So this is what's happening. So what I don't want is, I don't want to use this to, So I have decided we are going to cut this in half, like I was thinking of. And we are going to do some ink blending real quick with our wonderful brushes. I love our blending brushes sometimes. And there you go. There's our shaded spruce. If you have done ink blending, it's always good to have your paper here, so it's not super, super hard on the paper. And this is not going very well. Let me see. Okay. And I'm just creating some green shaded area that it's going to replace. So my thought was going to use this, but I feel that we're going to waste a lot using that, because what we need is 2 of each. So there's continuity to it, right? And so just like that. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to get to blend a little stronger on the lower side. And I have already decided that this is my lower side, in case you didn't notice. Okay. Okay, so that way, and I'm just blending in a little bit so there's not a lot of difference. It's well blended. Like how you call it, like a line. Let me move that out of the way. And now we are going to cut these so it works for us as a layer. So what's going to be this? Let's see. We said this is 4 and an 8, so this is, needs to be 4 in here. So if you're doing what I'm doing, in your paper on the 4 1/4 side, you need to cut at 4. Okay, and then we are going to cut first at 2 1/2. That's our first layer. And we'll move again and at 2 1/2. And now we have 2 pieces. We'll be able to move this in here. Let me see. Okay. So we have these 2 pieces that are going to go in here. And why am I using black and white? I'm using black and white because these has a lot of black in it. And I think the black is going to kind of help us pop them up. That's why it's just little pieces. I have my Stampin' Seal Plus here, which, by the way, I have to say, it's probably going to die while we're working, as you guys can tell. I already have my other piece out there ready. So we are going to go ahead and align, not align, center these as best as we can. And glue that one. And then this one. And adhere in the other layer. Okay. So these 2 will go in here, and we can decide later if we want them this way or this way. But see what I'm saying? If it would have been just the white and the black, I think it did not pop as much as putting this black layer here. Now, what's our next step? Our next step is adhering these. So like it or not, we will have to adhere this after we glue this in. So let's go ahead and put, and I'm going to use glue for these guys because, yeah, we need some flexibility. If you know me, you know I make some mistakes often, and I might as well use my glue here. So unfortunately, it's dry, so I have always a big pin here that helps me get this going. Hopefully that makes it work. And it did. Wonderful. So I'm going to glue the first one. And what we are going to do, whoops, it's a line. So we're going to align here to the corner. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm aligning these pieces, this little flap, to the corner. Okay? And so it's perfectly aligned. Well, maybe not perfectly aligned. It's aligned enough. So that's what it is. And then we're going to go ahead and do our other side. And boom. Just as a reminder, this is a simple card, but even if I'm going to keep it up, all the measurements will be down below, is what I'm trying to say. And then I'm going to do, how do I want to do? Ah, Dawn, I hear you. I'm telling you, mine is getting all upset because she can hear my husband walking upstairs. And she's like, I want to go to see what he's doing. So I think I like this way. And so I'm bringing these up in here and centering these. Again, as best as we can. Focus on this area, of course, because obviously nobody's going to see underneath here, right? So we'll have this like this, but nobody's going to really see that. So that's important. Don't worry too much about aligning on the back or on the lower end. And go ahead and align here. So again, focus on the top. Make sure that this is where you're, focusing on that layer, and go ahead and glue. And now, I mean, that's the Vendy card, right? Ta-da! Guys, such hard work. And the good thing about this is that it just falls flat. Now, this is the second piece that we're going to attach in here. And this is going to go a little bit like this. Oops. Okay, like that. So And then these, whoops, will fold flat too. Not like that, but okay, let me push this a little bit there, more. There we go. That makes more sense. That's easier to see. So we'll glue those, and that's our next step. But you guys know me, right? So we are going to put something in here just to make it some pop-up. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and use these beads. So we keep like the idea of a garden. And these pieces, so let's see, this was, we said this is 2 by 4. So I think, and we took 1, 1.5. So these 2 pieces are 3 3/4. We're gonna have to do some calculation here. And I'm sorry guys that I didn't do that calculation earlier, but I'm gonna cut these. I already cut one. Here it is. Ta-da! I keep thinking, do I want to bring the other piece and create some contrast? Where are my other card bases? That's one of the bad things when I start working on a new project. I think so, right? I think that it would be good to bring this one instead of that one. So I'm going to cut these in half. And so these, I know at least this is 2. So we need 1 7/8. So that, oops, that's what we're going to cut in there. And I am want to say this is like 2.5. Let's measure it. I mean 1.5, I guess, and it is right. So it is about 1.5. So we are going to cut a piece here that is 1 3/8. And if it doesn't work, well, we'll make it work. Yep, it does work. Ta-da, ta-da. So go ahead, 1 3/8, and cut that piece. And I'm going to remove our leftovers in here, and they both fit. And I'm just going to keep using glue since that's what I have handy. And my Stampin' Seal Plus is about to die. And I really, really like these pieces. I should have maybe put white on it, but I didn't. And it's fine. Okay, so now, you can tell that moved a tiny bit. So now we're... So, right, I love the Chinese punch outs too. We have 3 dogs. They're bigger dogs. So 2 of them are cane corsers, which is like a big mastiff. And then we have a German Shepherd. Right now with me is the cane corso. That is, she is not a year yet. And so I absolutely love her. And she's very, very like attached to everybody in the family. But yeah, she's like right there because she can hear my husband walking back and forth upstairs. And she's like, I want to go, I want to go. But she can stay here. It's okay. She will survive. Okay, so I just forgot to kind of fold those. And we are going to go ahead and put these pieces in here. Just like so. Okay, so these needs to be full flat like this, and when it comes, it'll push backwards. I hope that makes sense. So I guess what I'm trying to say, when we decide where to glue this, all we need to do, it needs to go flat. We'll glue it flat. Hey, Tara, how are you? You're not late. This is just like a, hey, let's do this. That's where we're at. So again, we'll try to calculate the middle of this piece with the center, the score center of the card. And then we are going to glue this flat because that way when you move this and fold it, it will fold and create that little box if you want. So let's go ahead and put some glue. And I'm going to put glue in both. I guess in both might as well. Without pushing or anything, right? God forbid. I'm just going to lay it flat like that. I'm trying to see that this is in the middle. If you hear her, there she is, letting me know that she wants to go out. And I am pushing these a little bit towards the bottom, not all the way to the bottom, but there. And now that I have it where I want it, I am gluing. It's not very complicated, but give yourself some grace and do it slowly. And I'm going to let that kind of dry for a minute or two. And I'm going to bring these pieces back. Actually, let's go ahead and use one of the other cut pieces. Maria, hello. Okay, we have a white piece. How are you, Tara? It was a really busy day today. We are going to create a little piece for here so we can get decorated. And we said that this is 1¼ right? So we know that I need 1 and 1⅛, right? And this piece is just going to go here, and I'm just making sure it fits. So we need to cut, I would say about, let's try 1/8 and see if that's going to work. Let's bring it up here, and I think that works well. Okay, so I am going to move this back in here. I'm going to bring my little blending brush again, right? And we're going to give it a quick blend. It's not going to be a thick color like we did with the base, with the other 2 pieces. Yep, she's getting unhappy. Okay, and that should not look good, so I'm going to turn it around because I don't like that. Now she's coming to let me know that, Mom, why are you taking this long to let me out? Okay, so not too strong. I don't know where that is, but that sounds like a disaster. And I am going to bring my stamp set, which hopefully I can find in my usual mess when I'm doing my paper pumpkin kits. I don't know why that happens every single time. And I am going to bring these. I hope this one fits in that. And it does. So this is going to be up here. Now, of course, same as I always remind you guys, if you want to dry emboss it, there's so many options for you to do this. I am just using what's in the kit. So that's why my limitation, it's limited to that, but you can use other DSP. You can use many, many things. I'm going to go ahead and try this. That is, well, you will probably see my big head because you guys know I don't do anything straight, and I'm trying to do this centered and straight. Come on, Maria. Wishful thinking. Okay, this is as center as I can do. I'm concerned about my big head, but let's go ahead and do this. Ta-da! Ha! It's straight, guys. I'm very proud of myself. Okay, I'm just cleaning up there. And I'm going to bring, remember what we talked about, that, this is kind of super cool to create like a DSP setting. So I'm going to bring these. Stamping up there and just creating our own pattern here, but I am Stampin'Up, so it's not super hard dark colored is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I forget how to talk English. And there you go. And then another one here, and that I'm gonna put one there and maybe one there and one up here in the end. And there you go. You have different colors of the green within the green. I'm off camera there, guys. Let me know when I'm off camera. And there you go. Okay, I'm cleaning that. And now we have a super cute thing to put up here. So it does not look, just like plain. So I am going to go ahead and bring my glue again, so I can adhere this. Maybe. There we go. And we're going to center this and go ahead and do that. It's almost centered. Okay, there we go. So that looks super cute as is. And now the fun part. And the fun part is we are going to use some of these super, super cute everything. Because my hands have been like itching. That's the right name for it. I've been itching to use this. I am not kidding you guys. It's been like, oh my God, I want it here. I want it here. So we are going to use a little bit of these pieces. And actually, I could have used that in there, huh? That would have looked super cool. Too late. But we're going to cut a little bit of these. And we're going to use the quote-unquote leaves here. So it decorates, it creates a decoration for our flowers. Although the flowers have some leaves of their own. We're just going to go ahead and bring our snips, which are somewhere around here. I almost feel bad cutting this, I swear to God. And this one is, okay. So I'm going to follow just the lines, right, of the leaves. And that will help me, so it's not too, I wouldn't say dramatic, but I guess I'm the dramatic one, really. Okay. There it goes. So we're just going to grab a few of these leaves and put them around here. And all I'm doing is following the cuts in here. So not the cuts, the areas where the white is. And so I am not really doing anything mind-blowing. She's so funny. Hey, Mary. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not cool. By the way, I am going to go to Texas on the week of the 20. I think I leave on the 20th to Texas. Can you believe that? Okay, and let's see. I hope you feel better. And you guys can tell. There you go. I probably could have done this beforehand, but then again, it's me. Sometimes I don't plan as well as I would like to. Actually, I didn't plan. Let's face the truth, right? The truth is, I did not plan very well because I was not planning. It just was, I was like, oh, I have a few minutes here tonight. Let's do the paper pumpkin kit. So we're going to bring this. I would love to put it there, but it's not going to fit. It will expand the kit, right? That's what I think, Tara. I just think that it will expand so well that it makes sense to just create some options, some extra options. I'm going to cut this one here. Okay, so I'm going to move this one and I'm going to put them in here. And since these has, yeah, you see? Okay, since this has already the flat in there, but this one is not flat, I am going to cut this one. And I'm going to have to cut it a little bit below here. I'm most likely sure that we'll be able to fix this somehow. But you see what I'm saying? Like this already does not have, but I can align it there with that. And then I can put this one on the other side, probably align with that if I want it. It's like playing Tetris. Oh, What's your surgery for, Tara? Let me try to cut this a little nicer, right? And all I'm trying to do is align with that ugly cut I did. And I did that ugly cut, so that is less noticeable. I hope it's not like a huge surgery and you know, you're going to be like in lots of danger. I'll be praying for you. Okay, so this one will go here. And we're aligning right there. I'm actually aligning with the black. And then I'm bringing some of these again. And we'll see how much more alignment we need to do. I may just bring this one out. And since I had this in here, I can actually put that one there. You see how it goes? It's like playing, not playing, it's like a puzzle. That's what we're doing. Kind of a puzzle. So I am putting this like it's the other leaf, and so that works very well. So now we're going to bring these other two, and let me see what we want to do with one. I want to remove this piece, and we'll see how much we can actually use of this. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da. Good enough, huh? Oh, I don't know what that is, Tara. I've never heard of it. Well, I sure hope you do well in your surgery, but I'll keep you in my prayers. And see how that went so well, because it was already meant to be straight, right? So that's gonna look like we cut it. Ta-da! Isn't that super cool? And we can use these later, these two later if we want. I'm not sure if I think the black helps to pop it off, right? Now we are going to bring one of these. And this is going to be our main focus there. And I am going to bring one of these because it's so beautiful. I think I just have to put them because I like them. And I'm like, I don't even know where I'm putting these, but I'm putting them somewhere. But I'm going to cut some of it. So, of course, you probably knew that. So it's not like super long. Hey, what you got there? Okay, I just don't want her, since I have not picked up my blade, I just don't want her to get cut with that blade. So we are going to put some of these here. So the first one we're going to put is that one there. And that's where, remember what I told you? Okay, so remember what I told you, that I like this to be flat so it's easier? Oh, thank you, Tara. I appreciate it. So it's super easy for these, not these, just kidding. But for this one, when you're gluing it, you can put it in here, and now this is flat, and you can put your gluing piece in there without having any issues. So let's see. I think I want it like this, popping up there. I'm holding it underneath. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. I'm so sorry. That sounds awful. And I'm going to put this one in here. And I'm going to put it all the way down so we can see some of those leaves, right? So I'm going to put like our glue there. And using my finger here underneath, we're going to guide these through to put it exactly where we want it. So let's see, like right there. See? There we are. I'm just helping with my finger to keep it up. And then remember that we have these little ones, so I'm going to cut it a little bit more. I have to say, Paper Pumpkin has, I've been a demonstrator for what, a year and a half now. And that really, like, I really like most of our Paper Pumpkins that I received. I'm going to put this one in here too, so it pops. I'm going to put the glue just on the bottom so it's in here, but I don't want it glued to this. So it creates that idea of dimension. And there it goes. Just like that. That's how we're looking. Oh, blessed. I am pretty sure he will be there and you will do well. Again, we will be praying for you, my dear. And then I wanted to put this one here, but I think it's too much. Don't you guys think? I think it's too much. I'm going to bring some of the small little ones, which I also love, by the way. And I'm going to put one in here, just kind of like putting at the top. Yeah, I think it's a year and a half. I've been a demonstrator since September 2021. Well, demonstrator. I'm much more like a person that's having a lot of fun. That's what it is. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And I am going to bring one of these other ones and I'm going to put it right here. And I think that will kind of balance the whole. So I'm going to put one in here. And since we have 3, we can bring this one and I'm going to put it up here, floating, quote unquote. So I'm just going to put glue on the lower half. And since we can do this, oops, Maria, I'm going to move this and hold it tight. And ta-da! That's our card. Isn't it super simple? Look at that. It looks beautiful. It stands up. You fold it, of course. If you want to write something, it's already white, so you can probably, write in here. Because, of course, Maria didn't remove this, and you should have. You can just put another layer of white in here and write in there. But this is your card. I think this will be very, very lovely for Mother's card, for Mother's Day. There's no Mother's Day sentiment in this kit, but in our previous kit, we had a couple of wonderful sentiments there for Mother's Day. You're so funny. Yes, they are I love golden retrievers. They're so, so cute, I have to say. Let me come back. Okay, guys, last blue. What do you guys think? Isn't this super cute? I think it's adorable. I just think that this kit is amazing. So Donna, I hope you bring that kit out and start working on it. Let me move. No, that's what I want to do. Ta-da! There I am. Yay! Oh, no way. That is so interesting, Mary. You know what? So my husband is the one that's really going, and we decided that, I can just go and stay with him. He's going for 2 weeks, so I'm staying the second week with him. I'm actually bringing my computer and work from the hotel, not from home. But I'm very happy with the idea of going. So maybe we can go and grab lunch or something. I'll let you know. We need to plan this. So guys, that was our card for today. One last quick announcement. Don't forget, you have what? 2 more days. 2 more days to get those discounts. So don't hesitate about them. It's worth it, guys. It's completely worth it, I think. And I am going back here. I am getting so good at this, managing my thingy here. Okay, guys, if you like the video, please give it a good like. There's another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Lisa, probably you've heard from her. She always says, it's the biggest compliment you can give me, and that is true. And if you like the general content of the channel, please subscribe to it. If there's anything I can do for you guys, let me know. Our annual catalog is coming May 1st, May 2nd, May 1st, and first of all, my list is J big. I don't even want to like look at my list of the things I'm ordering. But if you want a catalog, do let me know. That's my email, Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com, and I can send it to you. And don't forget, I always have a nice set of rewards for you. So these are the ones I am giving you for free if you buy $50 or more before shipping and taxes. Oh my god, I forget stuff. Okay, guys, super nice to spend my Friday evening with you. A big hug to all of you. Mary, we need to talk, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. And I'll be seeing you Tuesday. Okay? Bye bye. Lots of hugs to you all.